Howdy! How's all my peeps in YouTube land today? My goodness gracious, we got a project going here. I'm going to show you, this is the first step of a project, and I'm not going to tell you the whole thing about the project because I'm going to be doing a series of videos on this to show you how I complete this project and bring it to fruition as it will. But what I'm going to start out showing you is how to engrave a design from a stencil onto a piece of wood with the power carver. Now, you could also do this with wood burning, but what you would need to do is to actually trace out the design onto the piece of wood and then burn it, because it'll burn up your stencil. The wood burner will. So I'm just going to do it with the power carver. And that way, you know, I'm covering your bases there. If you don't have a power carver, you got a wood burner and you want to do a stencil design, you just trace it out. So you just take your stencil, lay it on your piece of wood, trace around all the holes on it, and then you could wood burn it. But I'm going to do it a little quicker here with the engraver and show you how fast this will go. Now, I've got a piece of wood here, and I'm going to do it similar to this one. The way this project's going together, these don't have to match. But if you needed them to match, you probably have to mask off your piece on your stencil so that you got it exactly the same way on each piece. I know that a lot of you don't like to hear the power carver because of the whir it makes. So I'll be killing the audio as I carve on this, and then you'll hear me as soon as I get done with the carving. For any of you who haven't seen my videos before, you're new to this, you don't know about the power carver, I got this from a company called SCM Systems. That's S as in Sam, C as in Charlie, M as in Mary, systems.com. And you go to their engraver section and it'll show you the power carver. This is a air compressor model, and you get a bunch of different kinds of bits and stuff that go in them. You can get the entire kit, which is what I recommend. It's got your air compressor, it's got your muffler, it's got your regulator and everything in there with the power carver that you're going to need in order to get yourself started with the carving. This is a professional tool. It's not a cheap tool. It's not a toy. So, you know, you're going to be looking at a little bit of price. But if you take good care of it, it's going to last you a long, long, long time. People that are working with these are making like $100 an hour carving with these things. So, you know, there you go. You know, you're as good as your tools. This does much better than what a Dremel will do because it does finer work and it does it faster. It doesn't chew up your wood. It's a nice tool. It's got a turbo motor in it. So, I don't make no money on this, just so you know. I just like the tool, and so I'm telling you about it. You can do all kinds of fancy engraving and stuff with these. I'm just doing basic engraving for this project that I'm working on. I've just got a little straight pointy bit in the bottom of that. Try to get it so that maybe you can see it. Maybe put my hand underneath it and you can see it. So just, it's like a little needle on the end of that. Now, we're going to kill the sound so you can watch me carve. I'm not taping this down or nothing. I'm just laying it on the piece of wood and just going to carve. So this is how it works. Okay, there we go. It's all etched in there in the wood through the stencil. Now, all we got to do is just pull the stencil up, and there is a design on the wood. Now, trying to get that centered there under the camera so you can see it. Very simple to do. Nice little design on there. Now, I know it's not a lot of detail on it, but as I progress with this project that I'm working on, you'll see that I don't need a lot of detail on it for what I'm going to do with it, but it'll fit right in with the project. Next thing I got to do is sand these a little bit, and then I'll put some paint to them, and then I'll be ready to mount it all up into the project that I'm going to do. So that'll be the next video, and I hope you'll stay tuned. If you like what I'm doing here, please give it a thumbs up. Share it on your social media so everybody gets to learn how to be crafty. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. Please stay active on the channel. Love to have the comments and the likes and all that good stuff from you, all the views. So with all that being said, I guess there's just one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's crafty. Be like Brenda.